Hello.
How are you? Kuf Nun Bays, 152. Correct, Mario?
Yes, yes.
Itmar. Matna Shchivmarash. Now, normally a Shchivmara's gift is said orally. He doesn't write a star. That's the whole Chiddush. That without a Kenyan and with a Zamira alone, because we don't want to upset his mind because he's on his deathbed, we carry out his orders even if he just orally does it without a Kenyan. What about a Matna Shchivmarash Shakosov Ba Kenyan? That they wrote also a star that says we did a Kenyan. So there's machlokes. Rav Mishmei Rav Amri Arkavatre Rikshi. He's riding two horses. It doubles what it doubles the strength of what he said. That means the gift is given. Shmuel Amar lo yadanamai adunbo. We don't know how to deal with it, and we might reject the whole maton. Now, what's behind Rav and Shmuel? Be Rav Mishmei Rav Amri Arkavatre Rikshi. That he's riding two horses. Because it's like he gave a gift a healthy person would give, and a shchivmara gift. This concept, when a healthy person gives a gift, you can't get that gift back. So therefore, in this case of the shchivmara, when he gets up from his illness, he doesn't get it back. And he made a kinyan, and therefore it's like a regular gift. So how is it like a matna shchivmara? Harei matna shchivmara, she'im amar halva also leploni. Let's say he says, somebody owes me money. I'm giving that loan to Shimon, to Chaim Yankel, to collect on my behalf. Now, normally, you can only do that if all three of the parties involved in the loan and the gift of the loan are there. But a matna shchivmara, it works with just amira alone. Halvasa leploni works. That's why it's like a matna shchivmara and a matna zbori. It has both aspects. Shmuel amar lo yadanamai odin ba. Shmuel is uncertain. Maybe Shema lo yigomer la'knoiser l'bishtar. Maybe his kavana is that the kinyan has to be with giving a star. The problem is, once he dies, a dead man can't give a star. She'ein star chala achar misa. Now we're going to show Rami Rav al Rav and Shmuel al Shmuel. We have contradictions to both. Sholach Rav Mishrei Ravo Aviyadi Sholach Rav Elazar L'Goy L'Mishum Rabbeinu Shchiv Mera She'omar Kisvu Utnu Mana L'Ploini. Write a star and give $100 to Chaim Yankel. Umeis Ein Koisvin V'Noisnim Shemaloi Gomer Lak Noiser L'Bishtar. So here we have in the name of Rav the opposite of what he said before, that you do give it. On the other hand, Amar Vidamar Shmuel, Hilchas Koisvin V'Noisnim. Previously, Shmuel told us we don't give it. Kasha Rav Rav, Kasha to Shmuel al Shmuel. So, Rav de Rav loy Kasha, that which we say it's a good matana shekona minei. He made a kinyan. Ha kisfu utnu. That according to Rav, you don't give it. Shalom kona minei, there was no kinyan. Shmuel de Shmuel loy Kasha. That when we brought the halacha that Shmuel says that you do give it, it's in a case of miyapes koichoi, where the shchimer was trying to improve the strength of the gift to the receiver. It wasn't a tanai, it was to strengthen the gift. Yosef Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak achrei Rava. Yosef Rava kamed Rav Nachman kaboy minei. Mi Omar Shmuel. Did Shmuel say Shema loy gomer lak noisel b'shtar v'nshtar lach chamisa? Did Shmuel say this svara that maybe if he was bringing a star into the picture, he had in mind that the had to be given after his death, and the star doesn't work after his death. Shchimer wrote all of his assets to Chaim Yankel, and he made a kinyan. Im Amad Heiser. Because this kinyan and all of this was done because he was afraid of dying. Since he didn't die, he gets it back. On the other hand, if he didn't get better, the kinyan works, even though he did a kinyan. And we're not concerned, maybe he did it only achar misa. Rav Nachman made like a movement with his hand and was quiet, and Rava was quiet. When Rav Nachman got up, Rav Nachman, what movement did he do with his hands? What does it mean? That besides the gift that the shchimer was giving, and they made a kinyan, it was all to strengthen the gift. How would we know? Rav Chizda, it's written in the star that as an addition to the matana, I'm making a kinyan. Then we know it's miyape lekoicha. Now, pshita, cause of lizet. The shchimer wrote a certain amount of stuff to Ruvain. Because of law, and he wrote another amount, or the same thing, the same gift to Shmuel. So, Hainu D'Chiyasa Rav Dimi. This is the case when Rav Dimi went from Mitzvah to Bavel. Omar, Daidiki Mevatel Daidiki. A command that is made after an initial command, we follow the last command because he must have changed his mind. But what about Kosav Ezechiel? He wrote in a star, and he was mezaket to the guy, to Ruvain. And then Kosav Ezechiel to Shimon. What's the deal? Rav Amar Rishon Kana. He gives it to Ruvain. Shmuel Amar Sheni Kana. Rav Amar Rishon Kana. He was mezaket to him. Are you on his bori? Can't go back on it. It's like a healthy man's gift. Shmuel Amar Sheni Kana. Arehi the first gift, a shchibra can change his mind. So therefore he changed his mind, he gave it to the second. Rav and Shmuel already had this machlokes, which we learned tonight. That if there's a kinyan written, according to Rav, you can't go back, and according to Shmuel, you can. So why are they arguing again? Tzricha. If we only had the machlokes in the case where they wrote the kinyan, maybe Baha Kamar Rav, that the matana doesn't go back to the shechibra mishum shekanim yada, there was a kinyan. Ava Baha, I was just mezakeh to the guy. We didn't. I said he should be mezakeh, but I didn't do a kinyan with him. Maybe Amish Shmuel that it's not a gift. If we've only seen the machlokes in our case, when he was zoichet to the person without a kinyan, Baha Kamar Shmuel that he can go back on it. Ava Bahach, but in the case where there was a kinyan ema moed Rav that you can't go back. Tzricha, so we needed the machlokes in both places. The surah Mosni Achi. Surah, they learned the sugi the way we just learned. The Pumpetisa Mosno Achi, Pumpetisa, they learned it this way. Rav Yomi Brava, Shalchu lemebei Rav. After Rav died, they sent to Lishmuel Yilamdenu Rabbeinu. Teach us, Rabbi Shchibra Shekosov Konochosov Lacherim V'Konomine. Shchibra, he wrote all of his assets to somebody else, and he made a kinyan. Ma'u. Shalach lu ein achar kinyan klum. Nothing operates beyond the kinyan. And we didn't really understand what that means. We'll continue this tomorrow.
Okay, sure. At what time tomorrow? 8?
8 o'clock. Tomorrow's 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Let me